Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? This video, we're going to be looking at this game right here that I played. I don't know what's been happening recently, but I've been playing off stream. I mean, that is what's been happening. And I just win. I can focus. There's no fucking ghosting or sniping, if that even does fucking happen, but I'm pretty sure it does sometimes. And this is actually like a real representation of what happens when I actually fucking full sweat. So we're going to be watching this game here. The reason I've chosen this game because most people would probably, have a selection here, fucking 23 kills, let's look at that, or 13-1-6, let's look at that one. This is a 34-minute game, and in this game it doesn't actually look too impressive. But in this game, I actually think this is probably like the most informative and maybe even like best jungling games I've had, especially after what happens early game. So I'm actually going to die in the early game here and break my fucking keyboard because I was that mad. But no, I don't break the keyboard. But we get back into the game, and the enemy jungler, the reason why I'm able to do this is because the enemy Kayn doesn't play perfectly, doesn't actually find the right moves. So this guy's D1, I actually looked at his stuff afterwards. Let me just have a look here. And this guy before that game was averaging, like, this is updated 4 days ago, right? So before the actual game I played against him, which is this one right here, his last one, this guy's averaging 21.5 kills. Now, of course, it's fucking Diamond Elo and shit happens, right? So there's 12 kills there, and he's got 14 kills, 29 kills, right? So, yeah, probably these two games, right? So he's averaging a bunch of kills, and he can obviously play Kayn. But when he comes up against Hao Shong, Lao, and Shaco, even though this motherfucker has 2 kills after level 3 on Kayn, the game should be over. I find the moves to just completely fucking cuck this guy. So, let's get into this game. Let's play it and load it up, and I'm going to talk you guys through maybe the first 10-15 minutes. We'll just see how we go until a certain point, right? Until I feel as if I've covered the main kind of principles here, but this should be super fucking informative. I don't care what rank you are. Like, this is me playing at a fucking Chow level and pretty much just carrying every single game I'm in. So, nothing really, like, out of the ordinary to start this game. We're going to run out of base. We're going to put a box down, ward. The reason I ward like this is because someone normally is always in here. Let me actually turn it so we can't their vision. Never mind, the game is fucked. Hotkeys are working. Okay, so for some reason I can't actually, like, change the fog here. I'm not sure why not, but I just can't. Okay, toggle fog of war, blue team, red team. Let's F2 that, and let me press this. So this ward here, the reason I love pressing it or placing a ward here or here, so I'd run like this and place a ward straight away. It's always my first move, is because someone is always going to see this, right? Whether it's Kayn, whether it's Aurelia might run here, the mid laner might run through here and see this ward. And it just says, if you guys are going to fucking invade me, because protecting yourself at level 1 is the most, like, important thing, honestly, on Shaco, they're going to see the ward and get deterred to invade. You just want a nice, easy level 1, right? And because this team is actually good at level 1, Conqueror, Kayn, Nort, Kai'Sa, they can definitely think of doing it. Tempo Caster as well. It's a little scary, right? And I only have an all on top. There's Aurelia here as well. So warding that gives me a chance to actually start red buff. Now, maybe I'm giving away, like, my strats here, but I don't really give a fuck because I've got counters if this happens. But anyway, yes, I'm just going to start a red buff. I always go leashless, by the way, and you're going to see this clear here. It's super fucking quick. So I'm going to go leashless. 2 boxes on red. 1 at Cruz, first box at 50 seconds. Backstab as much as possible. Put your 3rd box down, or 4th box, sorry, here. And then you're just going to backstab this as much as possible. And yes, hit level 2, Q over the wall, smite the big Krug. Get the big Krug to less than 200 HP with auto attacks. And this one has to be less than half HP. Then with your next box that's going to come off cooldown, place it as you're running towards Raptors. This is super important. You do want to make sure, though, both of them get feared. If that one doesn't get feared, it will actually run, like, really far away and maybe even reset. Yeah, so just make sure that happens. Then I'm just going to do this. Now, I don't know where the enemy Kayn starts because I'm pretty sure it was leashless, right? And Kayn, he could start anywhere. He could start walls, Raptors, red, blue, anything. So he started actually on his blue here, which is kind of interesting. Now, after this, I know that I can gank mid because it's pushing towards Vladimir. And all I'm looking to do here is pretty much go on a minion timing. So these 2 minions, right? Why would I not gank now? Because he's not going to last hit these minions anytime soon, right? So I want to be going maybe about now if he's going to auto-attack this one. Yeah, let's see. So now we go, right, because I know he's going to hit this. This is actually good. Get in a nice cheeky backstab. We actually end up getting first blood here because Vlad goes for it. And what happens after this is actually, like, pretty troll. Because the Vlad here is going to die. I try to bait the Kayn to go for me. So Vlad dies. And I try to be really cheeky here, but I just didn't know Nort was coming up because I can 1v1 this guy because I have I have Ignite, but it will still be close, right? Oh, he doesn't have Conqueror stacking. But the point here is, like, fucking, I should never go for this. I should just back out at this point and just play the map. So if Naught's missing, I should probably just run up here and maybe even wait, or I could even think about doing walls or something. But I need kind of Shen's hit level 2 to come over here. But anyway, the point here is, like, I'm being super fucking greedy and limit testy, and I should just queue away, right? There's no way I win this even in a 1v1, I don't think. I think it will be very, very close. If it's very, very close, then we don't fucking take it. If it's not 100% winning, we don't do it. So yeah, a little bit greedy for me for doing this, but it's a dev, it's whatever. At this point in the game, I'm fucking raging my tits off, yeah, because I've died like this. But the game has always come backable if it's not fucking challenger elo and the enemy jungler, like, isn't fucking high elo chow, right? So even in this situation, because this dude has Naught off of roam, he can even think of taking my blue buff here. But because of how he moves, I know he's doing Raptors or some shit, right? Now, when I come back on the map here, obviously, like, I've got so many resources up, like, bot side, right? This crab is spawning soon. I could even think of ganking top looking at it, but fuck that. There's so many resources up here, and now my bot lane is going to have Prior, right? Or they just have pressure bot, it looks like, because they're pushed up, right? And Vlad's also back on the map, so I kind of want to protect whatever I can here. Before making a play maybe topside, I'm thinking about my Krugs and Raptors, which are at, like, what, 4 minutes or so? These two camps, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, why not do blue buff here? Because obviously I want to do Crab first, and then I want to come back. If I can deny Crab off Kane, who is just stronger than me, he has red buff, I don't, then, yeah, it's just like nice, right? So I hit that orb. I know they're probably going to know I'm bot side anyway, but I want to hit the orb to see, like, who's bot. So here I'm going to ping on the way, and I might look to make a play here. Kane goes in. Now the play's over, I'm just going to run back. I pink walled this to know if Kane actually gets me on Crab here. Put a box down. I've got Smite. It should be easy. And it is, right? Just auto attack Smite it. And now this guy is, like, kind of a little bit, not maybe lost, but if you look at the CS, he's got 16, right? And one thing I did here was I actually clicked on him. So I know that this guy's red buff, right? He got it off me. That's, like, fucking super recent. Or not maybe super recent, but it's not super recent enough for the game to tell me that he's actually done his red buff. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this guy's got 16 CS, and I'm pretty sure he did Raptors, and he's just gone like this into a bot gank, and now he's going for top Crab, which is just like a massive blunder of the game. Now, notice how I walk like this. If I walk straight, he sees me if he stays in the brush. So I'm going to walk like this first, keep that distance, and now I'm going to go for his red buff. So it's really fucking weird that this guy did this, but again, these players aren't going to make the best moves, but I will from this point onwards. So when he does this play, I'm going to keep over, put a box down, and now I'm going to get his Krugs. I also am going to take his, or Krugs, sorry, his red buff, but I'm also going to take his Krugs after this as well, right? And already at this point in the game, if we look at the gold, I can't look at the gold, I've got to fucking hotkey this again. Every single time I've got to do this, it's annoying. But look at the gold for me, he's only 300 gold ahead, and keep in mind that he got 2 fucking kills. I only got an assist, that's it. So I'm already, like, catching up big time here. Now, is there a play to be made here? It really doesn't look like it, right? They should just crash this wave and recall. Kaiser's got a base off. These two should just crash and recall. I'm not expecting anything to happen here. Now, at this point, I ping here because Kane's obviously on this side of the map, but he's recalled. Okay, fair enough. So we're just going to recall ourselves here. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't do these again. But anyway, I'm going to recall here because I'm on gold, right? Let's have a look. So maybe boots, dagger, because I love rushing Berserker's Greaves with this build. If you guys want the room page, how do I do this? I do this, right, and then like this. So I've got Hail of Blades, Sudden Impact, Eyeball, Treasure Hunter, Absolute Focus, Storm, and then Attack Speed, Attack Damage, HP here. The reason I've got HP is because they've got mixed damage, mid-jungle. Also think HP is really nice. Now, the reason I've gone Absolute Focus is just because when you're full HP on Shac, that's probably when you're going to be looking to nuke people, right? So full HP, you get more damage. Gathering Storm, you can substitute for Water Walking. I actually like both, but it's up to you guys. It's just preference. And then as far as this one goes, you can take Ultimate Hunter or Relentless. I like all of them. In fact, I really fucking like Ultimate Hunter because on AD Shac, like, you need your ultimate to do objectives and stuff, and just having it up allows you and puts you in a position to make more plays. Especially when you're level 6 and enemy jungle's level 6, like, they're gonna have their ultimate up for fights. If you don't, you're at a big fucking disadvantage, so it's really up to you guys what you guys want, but just always rush Berserker's Greaves. Now, I know I ran out of base for Longsword, that's because I couldn't buy anything else. Dagger just looks weird. But yes, Berserker's Greaves first item. At a base here, I'm just going to fucking run to Krugs, obviously, because they're level 4, and they're good gold. Can I gank top after this? Yes, I can, because the wave, it looks as if it's pushing, right? Even though it doesn't here, because Ornn has more minions, but Aurelia is going to dash towards these minions, and she probably has pressure as well, right? So here I just get a free kill. Again, I'm just waiting for her to dash to the minion. Then I Q in, put a box down on the wave. It might fit the wave. That box is probably bad. It should be, like, near the cannon. But anyway, dodge the E, and we get a free kill. If you're playing with a Shaco, by the way, and he ignites, fucking never take the kill, please. Give the Shaco the kill. So I kind of got tilted here and mad at him for doing that, but it's whatever. Now after this, I am going to... Kayn was actually here, so the fucking Kayn was top here, bro. And which is kind of weird. I mean, he went from Krugs all the way to top, I think. Super, super weird, and he was level 4, and he gets out on 1 HP. I kind of misplayed this. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. I should have killed him. And Ornn missed his Q flash. Unlucky. But already here, like the Kayn being this low, right? 50 HP, I'm going to pressure him. I'm going to look at his camps, what he's done, and get a like kind of feeling for what he's done. And he runs off. Okay, so all his camps are gone at this point, right? So I can't do anything. Now I'm going to look to go mid because, well, mid's having a fight. Okay, let's go mid. Nothing's going to happen mid, so after this, I'm actually going to run bot side. The reason I don't do Raptors and maybe my red buff and stuff is because I know that Kayn is never going to hit me here, or maybe he will, but he just shouldn't hit me here. Like, that's just what I'm feeling. So going to walls first allows me to go to, like, Raptors, and maybe it's an experience thing as well, right? So, yeah, maybe it's an experience thing. I could always, like, go Raptors red there, but the issue there is, like, Kayn might hit me on that, and by doing walls first, like, I give myself a little bit of time to get experience and maybe some HP back or whatever. And maybe I don't know, Vlad has, like, fucking... Maybe that's a weird one, actually. I don't even know what I'm fucking talking about. But I just did walls there to... Yeah, maybe that is actually fucking weird. But for some reason, it just feels right to me. Yeah, it's just an intuition thing. I'll try to, like... If you guys actually want an answer, I'll try to think of one. And yeah, you can see me wait here because my HP is kind of low. I should probably be pinging Kayn and where he is as well. Like his blue buff, he started topside. Maybe I should ping this. He might even be bot now because I know his Gromp and walls were gone right. But after this, we're going to do red. Krug should give me level 6. And at this point in the game, like now we can do anything. Like if Kayn does something weird, we can run to Rift Herald. Here you can see that I want to protect blue and Gromp, so I'm going to ping on the way to bot. If he takes Rift Herald, so be it. I'm going to get a lot of stuff bot. I might even be able to like make a play on bot lane here or whatever it is. And after this point, we run out here. Yes, we're going to do blue buff. I can start Dragon right away. The risk there, though, is that Vladimir's off the map without TP. If Vlad has TP, I'm going to ping his TP. Let's go, and I'm going to start a fight. Obviously, Kayn is bot here with how Nort is moving. And, yeah, it just makes sense in my head because Kayn started a blue buff. Naturally, he should swing bot, and this is where he is, right? So maybe I should ping this, but I was actually dueling with Zyra at this point. But yeah, I'm going to ping here back, and notice how I ping back because I know the Kayn is here. Now, me showing is absolutely fine because Kayn's here as well, right? Maybe I could stay in fog a little bit, like hang here. But again, like Victor has prio, so I'm just like standing here saying you're not going to make a fucking play. Like leave my bot lane alone type thing. Either Nort, Q over the wall. Victor's obviously got first move, so we can't do anything. And this, like right now, the play is over, right? So I'm just going to look to farm my Gromp. Kayn could easily start Drayak here, and I actually thought he was because Victor is still missing. So I was like, oh, Victor and Kayn might be on this. So I'm like, wait, they're not. So if they're not on this, the fucking Kayn is doing like nothing, right? So I'm like, well, let me start this. So the Kayn here is like just waddling around the map, kind of doing nothing. So I'm just going to start this, and I'm pretty sure we get a free dragon. If Kayn contests it, then he's drunk right because my Vlad has prio. The reason Vlad has prio, Victor moved like randomly and overstayed, you know, his roam. So that's how that happens. Here, like, the Kayn is just completely MIA. I run back because I don't want to get one shot by Victor's AoE, and also Kayn coming out of the ult. He might just jump on me right away and I die. I don't have ultimate as well. I have to be super careful here. After this, so it's just kind of chill, you know? Like, Vlad's got his ult, and we're fighting when we're strong, and I'm, you know, paying attention to Kayn's cooldowns and all that. After this, nothing else is going to happen in my head, so I go back to Crab. And at this point in the game, I have salvaged it. In fact, I've got more gold, 300 more gold than Kayn, which will be higher now. So that's how you come back. Oh, shit. That's how you come back from a tricky kind of, like, first few however many levels. That's it. Just by jungling like this and thinking like this. Hopefully, guys, this video was useful. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments. Yeah, leave a like, of course. Any questions about the game and jungling, let us know about the builds and whatever else. And yeah, I'll see you in the next YouTube upload. Thanks for watching. Bye.